Yeah, so the players coming out to the pitch, I'll give you those two teams in full once again. Gateshead, reading it in no particular order, is Dan Hanford in goal, Theo Vassell, Neil Byrne, Jamal Fifield, Richard Penniket, Jordan Preston, Patrick McLaughlin, Luke Hannant, Russell Penn, John Mellish and Callum Williams. On the bench, Wes York, Danny Johnson, Jordan Burrow, Robbie Tinkler and Kieran Green. For the Daggers, as we said, multiple changes because of players being sold, players being suspended and players being injured. Unfortunately, Michael Cheek and Corey Whiteley are among those absent this afternoon. But opportunity for other players to come in as we are underway here on Daggers Player for this National League game, home against Gateshead, a side who caused us real problems last season around Christmas time. As Andre Bucard nearly gets caught on the ball, but shows good composure to get Ben Nunn underway, and then he sends the ball up towards the A13 steel stand, which is what Dagenham will be attacking in the first half. But good ball by Fifield. They've got the wing backs here, Gateshead, so they will look to switch play when they can. Matt Robinson has it inside the Dagenham half. He clips the ball around the corner up to Joe White, takes it on his chest with Fifield for company. Joe White holds it still, looking for options, and goes backwards to Craig Robson. He's under pressure, so he clips it forward first time. It's a great touch by Alcamaniri, and Morgan Ferrier's in here. Morgan Ferrier's round the back. It's a poor touch from Ferrier. It could be an own goal, though. It's going towards the goal. It's stayed out. Joe White has it on the penalty area. That's unbelievable. Incredible defending from Theo Vassell. Is indeed Jake Howes, who's in for Corey Whiteley today, who will take this. He's a left-footed player, Jake Howes. And Dagenham have sent Kevin Locko and Luke Pennell forward. Joe White is in there. Looks like they're going to dink it up towards the far post. Ferrier's round the back. Ferrier heads it towards goal. And it's Joe White who taps it in. The boy who came through the Dagenham U team was Johnny on the spot. We complained no one followed it in a minute ago. And with 12 and a half minutes gone, Joe White breaks the deadlock here for himself and for the Daggers. But either way, it's a free kick to Gateshead on the right-hand side. It's not really a shooting opportunity for a right footer, which is what they've got standing over it in Luke Hannant. They've also got a man just to the right-hand side of it. I can't see his number. It looks like Williams. They've got 4 in the box. It's a 2 men in the wall for the Daggers. The ball's clipped into a good area, and it's great save. It's a goal. It's an own goal in the end. It's Kevin Locko. I thought Mark Cousins had kept it out. And how many times have we seen it happen? The first time an opposition gets into the Dagenham area, Dagenham concede a goal. And 23 minutes gone, it's 1-1 here. Clear. Dagenham under the cosh at the moment. 31 gone, it's 1-1 as the ball goes back into the area. It's a poor cross, but bobbles nicely for Preston, who turns left. It's Penniket. He's going to shoot left-footed. It deflects off a Dagenham man. And then Cousins half-heartedly comes out. It's looped over him. And it's gone over the bar. And everyone had to take a breath because we couldn't tell because it hit the net. But it was just over the net, and that was lucky for Mark Cousins. He was desperate to get the ball on his left foot, Luke Pennell. He could have swung with his right foot, but he's worked hard to win the ball back and goes into the feet of Ferrier, who's held up again. It's a good scrap, and it's a penalty for Dagenham and Redbridge. How ironic would it be, Ned? Neil Byrne's been fouling him all day, doing the same thing. He's been pulling his shirt. The referee's not been giving it, and he finally gives it. And for Neil Byrne, so 40 minutes on the clock, 41 minutes. Morgan Ferrier looking to score his 4th goal of the season. He steps up right-footed and hits the bar. And it comes back to Joe White. It could be another chance for Ferrier, and it's still cleared. It's still in the area. It's headed back towards goal by Alcamaniri, and eventually it's cleared away. Yeah, so just about at the end of the first half here. There'll be a little bit more stoppage time added on for that blow to Pennell. He's up and fine. Just a stray clash of heads, I think it was, not a stray arm in the end, as Joe White, the Dagenham goal scorer, holds it up but gets squeezed out by Penn. And the referee, who's been perhaps not the most popular man in the first half, but then did give a penalty which Dagenham missed, calls an end to the first half, and it is half-time here on Daggers Player.
Maybe find a different way to get Morgan Ferrier involved.
Well, we shall see, because we're back underway here at the Chigwell Construction Stadium, where it's still a lovely day. And Dagenham have scored again, they have conceded again, and it's 1-1. And he started today because of Ollie Hawkins' departure. Hands for the Gateshead keeper. 55 minutes gone, 1-1 here on Daggers Play with Glassy and Ned Keating here at the home of the Daggers, the Chigwell Construction Stadium. Gateshead have the ball inside their half with Fifield, who started as a fat 3, now on the left-hand side, running at Bucard. Open space ahead of him, he's glad to take it. Dagenham a little bit deep at the moment, and Penn sprays a wonderful ball out to the right-hand side. Plenty of room for Hannah. It takes a good first touch, 3 in the box. It goes towards the front post, but Locko is there, and he heads it clear for a throw-in. One of those ones where no one seemed to know where the ball was. Unfortunately for Dagenham, it rolled kindly to Mark Cousins as Ferrier gets round Vassell. He's driving on his man. He's got a chance to shoot here. He goes on with his right foot on the edge of the box. He does shoot, and it's a good save by Hannaford, who tips it over the bar, and it'll be a corner for Dagenham on the hour. It's 1-1. Yeah, Nick Wheeler's come out to play on this right-hand side. Romania's sort of just like for like for Joe White, gone into that number 10 position almost for Dagenham. As Gateshead have the ball and spread it nicely out to the right-hand side where Williams can just keep it in. House tries to prevent the cross but can't. But there's the header. That's a great save by Mark Cousins. It was McLaughlin with the header down. It was high, he let down to Cousins' left-hand side, and I have to say it was an excellent, excellent save.
What winds people up? You know, you're going to get referees that are a bit more strict and a bit, tougher than others.
And Ferrier's in here. Ferrier goes in. Ferrier's got an open goal, and Ferrier doesn't score because it's cleared off the line again. Ferrier got onto the end of a loose ball by Gateshead. He rounded the keeper. And it was the captain, I think. I'm not too sure, but someone cleared it away. Ned asked me who it was. I think it was the captain. Dagenham goes short to Boucard with the corner. Back to Howes, who stays onside. But then Joe's past his man. He's inside the area, but he just gets caught again. And Boucard will have a chance to whip it in, though. Everyone's still in the box. He goes to Wheeler instead, who stands up a good ball towards Kevin. Locko's inside the area, but that's a good defensive header by the captain, Neil Byrne, and Locko keeps it alive and goes back to Robinson, who looks over his shoulder and does really well to drop him and then go, I thought he was going to slide it into Elliot Ramone. Robson heads it back into good air. Ferrier's there, and Ferrier scores! Morgan Ferrier, the most relieved man in a Dagenham shirt, makes up for that earlier penalty miss and heads the ball in. They have got Burrows and Johnson. Throw comes in into the penalty area, and it's Luke Pennell who gets there first and heads it back where it came from, and then Wheeler tries to put the squeeze on. The cross still comes in into a good area, and there's a man from Gateshead who's bobbling around in the area. The shot comes in, and it's that man Ben Nunn again who comes across and blocks it and puts it out of play for a throw-in, and Elliot Romain is going to make sure they can't take it short. As the ball goes long, Elliot Romain gets on the end of it. Elliot Romain trying to twist away. He does well to keep it alive, and then Boucard steps in and can't quite get there first though, and Gateshead come back. Nick Wheeler runs down into this left-hand channel, and Dagenham get it back from a loose pass from Fifield. Craig Robson rolls away from Burrows and goes long looking for Romain, who's get away here. Elliot Romain is goal side and away. Elliot Romain driving a goal, a chance to win it. Elliot Romain scores! And it's 3 points for Dagenham and Redbridge, with 3 different goal scorers, 2 of them making their first ever goals. As Mark Cousins drop kiss this long up towards Morgan Ferrier, who's been a thorn in the Gateshead side all day. He's been having a good scrap as Elliot Romain heads the ball on, and Ferrier's there trying to hold it, and he's surely getting fouled again. The referee waves play on. It's just, well, there we go.
You said you're not going to...
I know that, yeah, so I'm trying not to really hard. As we got four, he's not making it easy, I must say. As Burrows flicks the ball on to the substitute for Gateshead, who shoots from distance, but it's a poor and tame effort, and easily done for Mark Cousins. So earlier when I last looked, ball goes long from Hanford in the Gateshead goal up towards Ben Nunn, who heads it clear, and then Boucard thumps it up into the air, and the referee calls the game to an end and brings it to a close, and it's a brilliant result for Dagenham. Joe White scored his first goal for the club. Elliot Romain scored his first goal for the club. Morgan Ferrier scored his 4th. Could have had a 5th if he scored his penalty. But crucially for Dagenham, it's 3 points in the bag.